Hello.
Hi, can you hear me? Mercury retrograde.
I can hear you. I can see you. That intro is the coolest thing ever.
It really fucking is.
That is the
Thank you.
coolest
Look at
shit
us. Look at us over there. We're just testing through
We're
her.
testing.
We can only see McSweeney though. Me though, not McSweeney. So.
That's all right. That's fine.
No, we need
I'm a
to
looming
exist,
presence.
so we're checking through this.
I can see both of you.
Yeah, but it's like weird, especially on Instagram. It's
Yeah.
Doing vertical.
It's
so now it's
you're looking to see
we're
how it
getting
looks
closer.
on like.
Oh. We're getting comfy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Ideas, Neo.
Yeah.
So are we officially live at this point?
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
platform?
we are live.
Very live.
And now I just have to find where do we see the chat. Let me see the chat. Don't do anything crazy.
Mercury be Mercuryan.
Seriously. There's that. Now where do we go to see the chat? Comments. There we go. Oh yes. Okay. Something's actually working. I'm so excited. Man, that was work. Good God.
I'm sweating. And
Yay.
I didn't do anything.
It was the stress.
It was the stress.
That was, I know, right? Like,
Nervous system shot.
Yeah. What is that? Do we have kidneys? Adrenal glands? Absolutely
All
not.
the stuff is getting tested for sure.
Hello. What's up, Francis? How you doing?
Hello, Francis.
I don't know.
I can see.
You can see?
What's up, Lena?
Well, it's delayed, so it'll come in.
Right. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
looking.
In theory.
What's up, Kim?
I put on chat. I don't know if I can see. Are you guys seeing stuff coming in the chat?
So I think it's going to be delayed coming in through Streamer. Let's actually we actually have it so it shows up too.
Would I look in comments or would I look in chat?
It should be showing up in chat, so you could even see,
Okay.
Tracy, what we see, like that chat on the right. So
The little chat icon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write hello.
Okay. Sounds good. Hopefully it does show up because
I don't know. I see mine. I don't see any other comments yet, though.
All right, I can't.
Hold on, guys.
We got a really nice view of the hotel behind us, though.
We do. Well, that's because we're trying to angle it in between us. So
It is a very nice backdrop.
It is. It is very pretty.
So I'm actually gonna put it on you for a little bit so you can talk and I can. And I'm gonna figure it out. It's fine.
Well, hello. Thank you for joining us. Today is Hecate's night. It is more of a modern, collective thing. Doesn't really have too much backing in ancient background, but hey, any reason to celebrate Hecate, right? I have been a devotee of Hecate for over 12 years now. Jesus Christ, I'm so old. That brought the Catholic
Just
out of me.
aged yourself.
Woo! But so tonight we're helping and giving offerings to Hecate by giving offerings to our furry friends, because of like what's going on with our beautiful, lovely government and the lack thereof. We are coming together as a community and making sure that our furry friends are fed, learned, and loved and respected. And, Hecate is one of her sacred animals are dogs, hounds. So this is a great way to, give an offering to her. Maybe like Nicole put in her stories before, like maybe you don't have time to go get eggs and honey and lavender and garlic and to have like a full-blown ritual. This is a great way for you to still be connected to that energy and to also give back to the community and be part of that still. So that's what we're doing here this afternoon. We're going to be here till 3-ish. So some of the guidelines here is that if you want a one-question reading by any of us, it's going to be a $3 donation. If you want all three of us to chime in, then it is a $9 donation. 100% of everything that we are raising today is going to the Chewy to support a local dog. What is it called again?
It's the museum, New York City Museum of the Dogs, their dog food drive.
Yes, so that's what we're going to do here. So I see that if I wanted to get a reading, was I supposed to sign up somewhere? No. So we're going to have you guys drop it in the chat, your question, and we are going to put up where for you to donate to. Once again, 100% of this is going to the Dog Museum of New York, right?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't fuck that up this time.
No.
So
Apologies too if for any noise and everything. We are actually live at the Borland House right now in Montgomery, New York, who is grateful to host me and Megan. So we are here doing it till the sun goes down, pretty much, which is at 3:00 at this time of year.
Yeah.
So so unfortunately we are going to have the two apps open on separate phones. The app was supposed to put all of the comments together on all the different platforms to make it easier for us, but of course it won't be that easy. It is retrograde. So we're going to do our best, so please bear with us. So if you want to do the reading, and Megan already described the prices, so $3 just for, like, if you just want one of us to read, and please say who you want reading. Also, please include what username or name you identify as in the chat so we know it's you when you send it. If you can send it Venmo, friends and family, you could do at Nicole Nightfall, or you can...
at Megan. I'll put it in the chat for Instagram.
Yeah, we'll put it
It's
in the
a lot.
chat. So.
I'm a lot.
I, for some reason, can't see whether I'm in comments or chat. I can't see anything.
So you're sending private chat, it looks like, to us.
So, yeah, there's you know how there's like the two options, comments and chat?
Yeah.
So in comments, it says if I want to join the chat, it just says I have to connect to your YouTube account to comment. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Hold on.
I think I just did it. I think I hit something. There it is. All right, we did it. Don't hit anything. Don't hit anything.
I'm not hitting.
Let's see if people in chat want to show up, and it'll show up because I just hit a plus sign and something happened. So like even with us, we could see it. You could see it even there.
Yep.
Okay.
So let me put a test right here. Let's see if it shows up. And if people in chat want to help us out and give us a little test also.
There we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm seeing things.
That's me. Yeah, but I want to make sure that
Yep.
Instagram comes through also.
So my Instagram peeps, somebody can just pop in like a comment emoji.
An emoji.
A thing of pizza. I'm hungry.
Mhm.
A key.
Yeah, I'm seeing from YouTube and Facebook now. From you, Nicole.
Oh, okay. I'm not seeing Instagram.
Instagram's not coming up.
All right, so you're going to monitor Instagram and
Yeah,
we'll
I
do
got
the
it.
others?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, Instagram is just you and me. I got you. Eyes on you.
I can see you too, so no funny business. Perfect.
Wait, I can probably keep an
So
eye.
I'll actually put what the Venmo, I'll put it, it's easier if I just do this. Venmo, Nicole Nightfall. I'll put it in chat, guys, so you can see it.
Okay. I have up on Instagram too, so just
And
another pair of eyes on it if we
also
need it.
Cash App. Okay, cool. Thank you. Nightfall. And I'll put $3. One reader. Minimum.
Oh, there is quite a delay too, I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's always what it is.
Yeah.
So, minimum. All three of us. Friends and family. Option open. So what decks are you guys reading from today?
Ooh.
We did get 2 readings. We already got our first donation. Thank you, Francis. So we have a reading for Francis by all 3 of us, and we also have a reading for Kim by all 3 of us. So Francis, if you want to drop in your question, and then Kim, after that, you can drop in your question, and we're gonna fuck around and find out.
So, well, to respond, I was indecisive as usual, Libra rising. So, I have 6 decks on my table right now, but I'll show you what I have. I have the Forager's Daughter. No, a Forager's Daughter.
Okay.
I have the Dark Mansion. I have the Happy Tarot.
This just sounds heavy.
I have the Happy Tarot, which is my favorite for animal readings. I have Way Home Tarot. And then I have a couple of Oracle decks, Visions, and Postcards from the Liminal Space.
Cool.
So that's what I got.
Space.
That's what I'm packing. What do you guys got today?
Just the OG because I'm boring, you know. And this is like I've had
boring.
this guy for like, I don't know, 15 years. So just I have 1,000 at home that I have not really used, and I am thinking about actually doing a spring clean out in winter. You know,
Yeah.
Of your tarot cards
Yeah.
or just in general?
Yeah, I mean, like in general, but yes, of like trying.
So I am a Libra sun, and I also have a hard time making decisions. So I have the dog tarot deck.
Oh,
Yeah, how appropriate, right?
I love
And
it.
Right.
right, and then
Wow.
and then I have the deck I created, Light Up the Night Tarot, which is a
Oh.
staple. You should get it.
Link in bio.
And then I just brought, because I'm like, why not be a little basic? I got the Crow Oracle deck just to see, like, if you guys have
Nice.
drawn cards, and I'm like,
I feel like I love that you have the dog tarot. I feel like there's so many cat tarot decks, but like there's not many dog, unless I'm just not seeing them. But I feel like there's a lot of cat tarot decks, but not a lot of dog tarot decks.
Like fucking deck.
yeah, you're right. And
Right?
this one is by Megan Lynn, not this one. Megan Lynn Cott. So that is if anybody's
Oh, I think I've seen that before.
yeah, so she even made a cat tarot one. But
Super cute.
obviously, I love all animals, but dogs are
Yeah.
my clearly hence why we're here today. Also,
Yeah.
dogs are my first love and my only love, really.
And like since I felt like I wasn't part of it, I brought out my dragon major arcana so I could feel cool.
Nice. Nice.
And the dragons.
Oh,
She's always got to one up everybody, you know.
I
It's
mean,
like-
hi, I'm Dr. Witch. Have you met me?
I love it. So
All
does
right.
he go ahead?
So Francis, her question is: started this new business. Am I in the right direction? So I guess I will start off. Let's make this. I don't know.
You can angle it towards you. How about I'll cameraman you? So now it's on you because you're reading. How about that? Oh my God, you're the star of the show.
All right, let's check it out.
Oh, so we're all weighing in on this one, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It was a $9 donation. So we're
Started as
all...
new business.
And thank
So
you.
the question is, Frances started a new business. Is she going in the right direction? I mean, I already know yes, but I'll put down some cards to make everybody feel good. Okay, so you know how this goes, Frances. Sometimes I'm very quick with what I have to say. Sometimes I'm sorry, sometimes I don't. So first and foremost, yes, I would say that you're definitely on the right direction. It's just the anxiety or the doubt or the comparison that you're having to other people that is actually what's holding you back from certain things. There is an illusion around this. I feel like it is imposter syndrome, or that you don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. The biggest thing here is to listen to the intuition and the synchronicities that are actually happening as you bring these together, which means that you are going to have to cut through some shit. There is going to be a personality upgrade is what I'm hearing. So what that really means to me is like being a little bit more assertive and discerning with how you are helping people, but also who you bring in. Now remember that you are the champion of this business, even though I know that you want to be like that you're working with people and that you're working for people, but really that's not it. When we start a business, whether it's spiritually inclined or whatever, we have to make sure that we know that we own this idea, right? And when I mean own it, I mean that we're the vessel for it to come through. So if some things need to change, we have to allow that to change through us. So that might mean that we might have to cut away certain people. We might have to let go of some people. We may also have to let go of some of the controlling aspects that we have for the idea itself. An idea, it's always good to have an idea, right? And I know I said own, but I mean being the vessel for the idea. But with an idea it can change, it can evolve. So allowing it to have that space to change and evolve and go with the flow of like the inspirations that you actually get is the biggest message that I'm hearing right now. Not all the clarity is going to come through. Not all of the steps are going to come through. So we have to go one step at a time. More clarity will come around January with this. Right now it's about doing the mundane behind the magic and making sure that we have those steps and really being discerning, sitting within yourself. Is this correct? Is this person correct? Is this space correct? You're pretty much, you have a baby right now, and we want to make sure that we are letting that baby learn how to crawl before we run. And sometimes that takes some time, and I know that you are like me and that you want shit done now. Totally relatable, but that's not what I'm seeing here. So I really feel like January we're going to have even more clarity, and around March you're going to have a very large opportunity that's going to come. But with this opportunity there's going to be two, all right? And you're going to be probably given those two opportunities probably back to back. It's going to be your choice. but I need you to sit with it before you say yes, and I need you to sit with it before you say no. So I hope that was helpful.
All right, go ahead, Tracy, take the floor.
So definitely some of what I'm seeing here is mirroring a good amount of what Megan said. Just so really quick, I'll show you what came up for you, Francis. We have the Eight of Wands and the Son of Pentacles, or also known as the Knight of Pentacles. I also got a couple of oracle cards, but so first of all, with this Eight of Wands, wands are the suit of fire, and the Eight of Wands is like things might start happening very quickly, or business might be moving quickly, like things are popping off basically, like that's what the Eight of Wands shows. So I feel like that is sort of parallel to what Megan was saying about like things moving quickly or wanting things to move quickly, but needing to take your time and do things right, because the Knight of Pentacles, Pentacles are the suit of earth, and they are the suit of our work, our money, our career. And Knights are action oriented. They're on a mission. And so the Knight of Pentacles exactly is somebody who is working towards something. He is working toward a goal. He is also honing his skills. He's learning as he's going. But the Knight of Pentacles is very much like a slow and steady wins the race type of energy. It's about not cutting corners. It's about, Earth is like the slowest moving of all the suits. It's about like taking things baby steps one day at a time, like, moving forward so that, you're building something solid, you're building something stable, you're building something secure. The Knight of Pentacles, he is a very, very practical sort of individual but either way, I definitely see you working on this, really focused also, and working very hard. But yeah, you definitely want to take your time, because like I said, the Eight of Wands, things might be moving quickly. The Eight of Wands, by the way, also can signify like fast moving correspondence, like a lot of emails back and forth or text messages back and forth. And as far as the oracle cards, the first one we got was be careful signing contracts. So this is a very literal message. So as you are, first of all, your actual question was, am I in the right direction? And I think the Knight of Pentacles would indicate absolutely yes. I think the Eight of Wands would also indicate absolutely yes, because the Eight of Wands can also be like synchronicity and things kind of falling into place. But you want to be careful. I don't need to explain this, right? Like this is very literal. You want to be careful reading the fine print. And not surprised to see this card come up. This card has been, sorry, I'm trying to get it in the camera. This card has been coming up a lot. It's Mercury retrograde. And we always know that when we're dealing with paperwork, contracts, things like that during this time, we want to be really careful, make sure that we're double and triple checking, all of our fine print and paperwork. And then finally, we got money, 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 bitch. So this, it's like a literal slot machine here. You guys harmonized like perfectly.
Thank you.
This is like hitting a jackpot, right? So I feel like lightning is striking here for you, Francis. I think you are in the right direction, on the right path. You just want to be careful. You want to be mindful. You want to take your time. You want to build something that's stable, solid, and secure. Okay. No cutting corners. That's it for me. I hope that was helpful.
It was, and my cameraman's going to completely divert the camera, even though it was already on me. But now
it has to be more on you.
Why?
Because you are the star.
No. No. All right. So it's so interesting, which I knew this would happen too. Like the three of us like picking up on the same things, and it's just so crazy hearing you guys say the same words I was picking up on, because I started doing, some automatic writing and like taking in some notes over here. And I wasn't listening to Happy Yours because I was dealing with tech issues, but and listening to my thing. But so if I repeat what she said, especially, I'm not copying her. I swear, I'm just last. So I did pull. I did a little bit of everything over here. So I did pull. I'm gonna start with the Oracle card with Freedom here, and I think this is just ultimately what you want, because I feel like you've just felt like completely constrained, and this is part of this journey, right? Is freeing yourself and having the independence to do what you want and follow dreams and follow what you intuitively feel like you should be doing. And that's great. And now piggybacking off of what they said, I feel like I'm in a work meeting in my corporate job. I am getting a lot of anxiety was the first word I wrote. And the thing is, and it's crazy that Tracy picked up on this, is don't cut corners was what I got very clearly from Spirit. And I did pick up March. So that was wild that you got that. I wrote it down.
I
And
saw you say it. You're like,
I
yep.
was like, oh, because when you said January, I was like, no, I'm hearing March. And then you said March. And I'm like, yes.
Because January is when you get the clarity. March is when you move.
Yeah,
God.
March, yeah, God.
Yeah. Beginning of the
And I
actual
did-
high school new year, obviously.
So, and I also for
Timeline
you,
better. I'm sorry.
I'm trying, bro. I'm already at the because I'm where they want to be. I'm like at the finish line. So March is definitely where I think you're going to start seeing some things if you, no pun intended, play your cards right. But I did pull the Knight of Swords for you, and I feel like this is you trying to be hasty with things. But I do have the Fool here at like the end of the tunnel, so there are new opportunities going, and I feel like in general you're trying to like reinvent yourself, which goes back to the Freedom card. And what I did write, which was like super important, I felt like, you know, with the cutting the corners things, like with everything you're going to be investing in with this, it is important. If you do not have a skill set to make this business thrive, you need to invest in somebody or rely on somebody like a Knight of Pentacles type or somebody who's really savvy with technical business, whatever, to lean on with this. And I think that's going to be hard for you to kind of like relinquish just a little bit of control, but you almost like need to, even if you hire somebody to like advise and get the technical stuff underway, like the not fun stuff, right? Whether it's like taxes or like a business advisor, like you need to let somebody in to make this more of an easy start rather than you learning as you go, like much with us doing this live and all of the should take my own advice here, but yeah, you want to like really advise somebody who really knows what they're doing, again, even if you have to pay for it, and invest in that so you are good to go with less stress when you start. And that's all I got for you.
I think that was beautiful.
Thank you. No, it was beautiful too.
Yeah,
Everybody, beautiful.
That was
Tracy,
so great.
beautiful, everybody. Good job.
Love it.
All right, so we're moving right along. Hopefully, Francis, that was good for you, and hopefully that helped. So we're moving on to Kim. So their question is, I just started streaming on Twitch so I can try and make side money while in school. Is this something I should continue putting my energy into, or should I focus more on school and my other job? All right.
Is this for one person or?
Yeah, no, it's for all three of us.
Okay.
So if
What
you
is
just joined,
Twitch?
what was that?
What is Twitch?
So Twitch is like a streaming platform. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
that-
kind of like people are gonna be offended by saying this. Sorry, Twitch user. It's kind of like YouTube, but and anybody can be on it, but it's really geared towards like gamers or people doing like
Okay.
live streams, like reaction content. So it's
Okay.
it's kind of like a younger generation YouTube.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I would agree. That's actually a very
Gotcha.
apt.
Thank you. I do
description.
digital marketing
Do
for
you?
that
Do
corporate
you?
job I message.
Do you?
Yes,
Oh,
so I know a thing or two.
You do. It's weird. Weird how that works. All right. So what we are doing, if you just joined the chat, we are doing donations for readings. You can either donate to my handle that I put into the Instagram chat, or Nicole
I have it pinned here.
that has it pinned up top. $3 for one of us, and tell us which one you want, which one of us you want us to read, and $9 for all three of us. And if you want to be like weird about it, you can do $6 for two of us, but then one of us who doesn't get picked is going to feel left out,
Yeah.
and there's going to be a hierarchy. Don't do that.
We'll
Don't
fight
do
to the
that.
death for
Don't
it.
do
It's
that.
fine.
I will always
rock
I will
rock
always
paper scissors.
win. No, dagger,
Don't
key, fire.
challenge my Gemini
Dagger,
rising.
key,
I
fire.
got-
That's what we'll play.
My Capricorn, Mercury, and Mars are like, let's go, bro.
Capricorn, kill you. I will build you and destroy you.
Square up, square up.
What's the name, Kim?
Can't let my dad down. Can't let my dad down. All right, anyway.
Ooh.
Back to Kim. All right, so should they keep on doing Twitch, or should they invest more time into their other job and school? Let's check it out. All right, so keep twitching. Other spot. Twitch. All right, my dear Kim, you're not gonna like what I have to say, but this is where it's gonna go. Okay. So if we keep on doing Twitch, I feel like, you know, the biggest thing with you, my dear, is like sometimes you get really fucking bored with the things that you pick up, right? And that you're like, you really get gun ho, you really get into it, and then if it isn't fulfilling immediately, you kind of want to drop it. So this is really kind of an opportunity for you to really pick what the fuck do you want. Do you really want to pursue this? Are you just monetizing this just to monetize this, or do you really enjoy this? If you really enjoy this, just keep on doing it for fun and let it organically build. Don't pressure yourself so much to produce. You are feeding yourself into a machine that we are here to break. So I would say, like, let this be more of a fulfilling thing rather than an obligation thing. Because I feel like what it's doing is it's shutting down the joy that comes from doing that, and being involved with this community. It's a different community, and I know that that's something also that you need to have is like different bouts of community all around. That way that you can feel that connectivity. I'm just feeling like if you put more pressure on this to make more money out of it, it's just going to take away from the joy of it. So I do see that, concentrating more on your schoolwork and your other job would be the best point to do. It's not going to be what you want it to be because it's not exactly where you want to be right now in regards to the other job. It's not like that fulfilling thing and like, oh my goodness, it's so expansive and there's room to grow, but like right now you're looking for stability. Right now you're looking to add to your wallet. Right now you're looking to give yourself the grounds to add to the fun things that you do while you're in school. I'm really being told to like stop putting pressure on everything to make that monetized bit for it. You don't need to do anything. It would really benefit you to really enjoy where you are in life right now. And you're not gonna get these days back. So it's really about, making sure that you don't put so much pressure on to produce, and to actually have fun. And if you don't know what that is for you, experimenting as to what fun is for you, and figuring out like, okay, well, that didn't work, let me do something else. Run a little rampant with that ADHD in the realm of fun, not everywhere else, right? And I feel like the biggest thing for you is what I'm hearing is being experimental, and finding different communities to connect to, different people to connect to. There's more intelligence and connections that you need to learn, and you need to get the fuck out of the house. That's another thing that I'm hearing. We need to get out of the house. You need to see people in real life and remember that you're real and that people are real. So I hope this helps. Hope it wasn't too harsh. Kayla, goodbye.
Over to you, Tracy.
Fucking no notes. Like it's kind of blowing my mind a little bit. I guess just the three of us being tapped into each other like the way we are, because once again, I have a very similar message. So I have the Three of Wands, I have the Page of Cups, I have the 10 of Swords, and I'll show you the Oracle in a minute, but this is very much, I'm sorry, what was Kim, this is very much about not every hobby needs to be monetized. Some things we can do just for enjoyment and just for creative purposes. And I really, and it doesn't have to be all or nothing, by the way. It doesn't have to be, okay, should I do Twitch or should I do that? Like, you can kind of fit Twitch into your life while still maintaining and focusing on work and school. But you don't want to treat this sort of new endeavor as like, this sort of gung-ho type of thing, because well, I'll explain. So this 10 of Swords, like 10 of Swords is like being sort of completely drained and exhausted, and we don't want that happening. Now the Three of Wands, this is a card of expanding our horizons. It's a card of exploration. It's a card of seeing what's out there. Kind of like Megan said, like it's very like experimental. It's very exploratory. So I feel like you need to kind of treat it like that. And then this Page of Cups, cups are the suit of love, emotion, relationship. Typically in the court, the Cups family, this person would be like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So it's just very creative energy. Usually I see the Page of Cups and I see pages as like students usually of their suit. And it's sort of, learning about your creativity and your creative drive. So again, there's this very sort of experimental, exploratory kind of just focusing on the creative aspect of it, and not necessarily having to, turn it into something or monetize it in any way, or put all of your focus. What I was hearing was like not putting all of your eggs in one basket with the Three of Wands. Again, we don't want to, I feel like if you do that, we're going to end up in this sort of 10 of Swords situation where you're totally like burnt out, tapped out. So, yeah, I feel like, and finally, the Oracle card that we got, I don't know if I'm articulating myself well. Mercury is definitely getting to me too. But we got Reason to Live juice. This is literally like
What does
focusing
it
on
taste like? What does it taste like?
Reason to Live
Is it
juice.
thick? Is it viscous?
Well,
I'm
here it's
sorry.
actually
I haven't been talking. I need to interject.
here it's a prescription bottle, but it's very much like, see how Reason to Live juice is actually like a drink, and then we have the Page of Cups, right? So this really, when it comes to Twitch, this is about doing it just something that fills your cup, okay? Something where you can explore your own creativity and have a good time with it, and that's what the focus where it needs to be. Again, it doesn't need to be all or nothing. It doesn't need to be, you know, your next career, okay? So yeah, that's, hopefully that made sense.
That was good. I'm so sorry. I totally did not do the cameraman thing.
I'm on it.
I'm fucking fired.
No, I need you.
Fired.
It's weird too that you say Mercury retrograde is getting to you, and even with that, you know, like where I kind of feel like I'm in like this dazed state all of a sudden, and I don't know if it's like the energy we're tapping into. Okay, that's, I was trying to give like it's me, but so I'm gonna focus in here on Kim. But so like even when you read off Kim's question, Megan, like the first word I heard from Spirit was distraction, and they made me circle it like multiple times. So I feel like. Again, things we should probably take advice on. Like Spirit's telling you too, Kim, to like focus. Like I think you get, and sometimes that's not our fault, right? Like some of us have like certain things where we are very distractible in today's day and age. I feel like everybody gets easily distracted, but for you, it's especially with Twitch, it's going to be even more of a distraction if you lean into it, because I think you're going to put your all into it, and it's going to like really distract from things that might be more lucrative. So I'm kind of getting to that like. And this might be my digital marketing thing coming in, but Twitch I feel like is going to start going downhill a little bit, because I even drew like downhill and like a slope. I think it's going to be one of those apps where like in a few years it's either going to change totally different, and it's like you're going to have like a hard time keeping up. It still might mean there might be like another app for you, but when it comes to right now and being like a social media personality, I think you have to wait and like build a brand. Because I think there's also this thing too where people want to, and I know you know this, Kim, but it's not like you just create an account and all of a sudden you go viral and you do all this stuff. Sometimes it takes like years to build an audience. And I think that's where distraction comes in, because it's going to be hard for you to put your all into something like it's your own business when it's not really giving that much back. Okay, it doesn't mean you can't do it as a hobby. It doesn't mean you can't even do it for like some like, you know, chump change on the side. But when it comes to like the other things you really want to do in your life, I feel like it will be a distraction. Okay, and I did pull, which is really crazy, choices for the Oracle deck. Like, yeah, if you want to be a social media personality and do Twitch, but you're gonna have to put your all into it. Like, you can't have a distraction from one or the other. So you have like a choice you have to make. But I feel like doing the Twitch, it's gonna be like a very long time before you see any sort of payback for that payoff. Okay. Again, I wrote hard time concentrating, and I feel like this is in general having a hard time concentrating. So just try to like really examine what, at least like, you know, where you see yourself in a couple of years, like what do I really want to be doing? What's going to be the biggest payoff for me? And ask yourself those like hard questions. Take a hard look at yourself too about what you're capable of right now, where it stands, and yeah, have that like black and white answer. Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
Not that you need my.
Did you bring me a cookie? Because you.
I have.
I don't need. I'm just. Would you like a dragon
card?
card?
Dragon card? Can I offer you a dragon?
Can I be brutal to you?
Can I offer you a dragon in these trying times?
But thank you, Kim.
I hope that was helpful.
Francis, thank you guys so much for your donation. We appreciate it. So what we're going to do too is I actually consulted my veterinarian friend about what's the matter?
No. Did you get anybody over there? Because I have another.
No, I'm on Instagram because Facebook and YouTube are going to show up here. Okay. Hi, Shauna, by the way. And also hi to Bree from the Borland House. She's the one who let us be completely chaotic. And thank you to Victoria and
yes, thank you. Thank you
everybody
so
else at the Borland House for allowing us to be here and do this so we could be insane together. Okay. Because otherwise it would be my dogs like joining in on the live and I would just be screaming at them the whole time and nobody wants to listen to that. I know you do.
I do.
You want to see me at full meltdown chaos and like feed off my energy.
I just want to love them so much.
Perfect. So, but yeah, so check out the Borland House in Montgomery when you guys get a chance.
It's really lovely here. It's really lovely here.
They have like great food too. And if you're looking, like if you want to come visit the Hudson Valley and you're not from here, obviously they have overnight accommodations as a bed and breakfast, and they do a lot of events for Thanksgiving. They're doing like Thanksgiving orders and pies and stuff. Like the baking here is like top notch. So
wouldn't know, couldn't have it, but thanks.
Well, somebody else out there might be like, yes, let me get some of that. I don't have an allergy, and I'm good.
I wasn't made wrong.
You're perfect just the way you are, my friend. Yes, and so just wanted to say that, but I don't see anybody else.
Yeah, I do. I have.
Okay.
I have.
Yeah,
Paulina
I see on Instagram.
So Paulina, what's up, Paulina? I'd like a general read from all three. I'm open to receiving any messages from the universe. Also, I heard dog reading. Would I also be able to get a dog reading?
What is that? What does that mean?
I
Like
love that.
For dog?
Yeah, Paulina.
Yes.
Paulina, are we reading the pupperino? Are we reading you? Also, in order to get a reading, we are asking for a donation. So for all three of us, it would be $9.
That's what I was saying too, not to cut you off, but I cut myself off because I'm also distractible. Distraction. So I did consult my good friend, Dr. Erin Schultz, who is a veterinarian. I've been friends with her since I was like a teenager. So obviously it's been quite a long time. She advised too that we donate Purina Pro Plan. It's like a cheaper alternative, but very good for them. And just let everybody know like what the cost is for that, because we're going to order from Chewy and then have Chewy send it to the food drive. So it's around like $20 for like a small bag, just to give everybody like so if you wanted to buy just like contribute towards like a bag of dog food, like just roughly that's what it costs. So yeah, thank you. I'm here like till 3. Thanks.
Don't forget to tip us.
All right, so Paulina said 3 for me and 1 for puppers. So you're obviously puppers, right?
Yeah, I could do that.
Deck.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Paulina. We got that donation. Cicada, I'm pretty sure you know the deal, so you can either donate onto the handle that I put in the chat or Nicole's. And all right, so for Paulina, what are we seeing? Oh shit, he's starting to sing. Oh man.
I love it.
That's when you know it starts to get real. All right, let me see. What do you need to know? Because if you don't sing it, you don't really mean it. Not the smile. I swear, my clients always know that I have some shit to say when I start smiling as soon as I pull cards. All right, so listen, Paulina, you said that you were open to hear what the universe has to say. And I'm going to show you. We have the Lover's card, okay? So, and right below that, we have the Emperor inverted. So what I'm hearing here is that there is a subconscious longing for companionship, okay? And like it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic type of a thing, but I do feel like there is a longing for companionship here. It's just that we might be so subconsciously scared of like what that means, of how we have to change, how we have to make room for that to come through, that maybe we actually don't want to fucking do that. I will tell you that there is an opportunity for this to come through, and it may feel icky and yuckies, but I do feel like there is a sense of you not feeling so alone or lonely, okay? There's nothing wrong with being alone, but it's that loneliness that sometimes comes in, and I feel like that's why this is coming through for you, is that there is a sense of companionship that wants to come through and help you kind of balance that, those archetypical energies that we have in us. We have divine masculine and divine feminine in us, no matter what gender we are or what we identify as. And I feel like the biggest thing for you is that like that softness, or that divine feminine wants to have a resting place, because there's been so much leaning on the divine masculine here, that balance wants to come through. Also with the Knight of Pentacles inverted here is that like there can only be so much that you do on this physical plane by yourself. So that I feel like it's more about like that communal feel, or like having someone to go on adventures with, to go a little bit further. I also do feel like there's a little bit here about your father coming through. There might be some little healing in that area, an area of opportunity there. And I feel like it's because there's been so much that you have had to come through as your own person, and that may have come through as anger, and that you were shown that that was the divine masculine, which it is not. So like your frame around what a divine masculine is also changing, or it really wants to change. And I feel like probably around the end of December, we're gonna have more feelings of this. You may not act on it right away, but I will tell you, getting out more, connecting to people more. I feel like there's going to be more of a freedom coming up for you once again from now till March. March is like a timeline for a lot of people right now, and like to take that opportunity to see like, okay, well, what do I want? You know, what do I need? And like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic connection, but I just feel like there needs to be more connection for you, in that sense of companionship and sharing more of your life with someone else. So I hope that makes sense.
Go ahead, Tracy.
We're doing what is the name of the person this is for? This
Paulina.
is for Lena.
Yeah, Paulina. Yep. The
is...
username is Lena, and she said that she's open to hearing whatever from the universe, from all three of us, and then Nicole is gonna do a Paparino reading.
Okay. 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 So, Paulina, I'm getting a few cards for you. I'm going to pull an oracle as well, but two major arcana. I have Temperance and I have the Hermit. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, so cha-ching. We like to see that. And let me pull an oracle too, but you know, let's start out with Temperance because, so Temperance, number one, this is the card of patience, balance, and moderation. Okay. It's a very alchemical sort of card. It's about getting things you know, in just the right proportion so that everything is kind of flowing harmoniously. I often like to say with this card that, you know, think of the idea that anything can be a poison or medicine depending on the proportion. So it's about sort of some area of your life, you know, in which you sort of, you know, you need to find that sweet spot. And you need to be patient. You need to be patient. Also, you know, I count Temperance as my unofficial angel card. You'll notice that, well, first of all, most Temperance cards do feature an actual angel. And, you know, in the traditional tarot, Temperance shows two iris flowers. And iris flowers were named after the lesser known Greek messenger goddess Iris of the Rainbows. And she was a messenger goddess that carried messages between heaven and earth, or between, you know, the living and the dead, or what have you. So often when Temperance appears, it is a sign to me that you are being divinely guided, protected, watched over, often by a passed on loved one. I think, sorry, I was a little bit distracted, but I think Megan mentioned something about a father. And also I think you had asked about one of your animals or something. So I don't know, but there's definitely spirit here coming through for you that I feel like is watching, guiding, protecting. But when it comes to this idea of being patient and finding balance in your life, the Hermit, okay? The Hermit is the card of Virgo. The Hermit is about reflection. It's about going within. It's a card of introspection. It's a card of solitude. You know, I feel like you need to, and as we are entering like the dark half of the year, or we have entered the dark half of the year, you know, this is the time for that. November is the time for going within and for shadow work. Okay. So I think you need to be going within. I think you need to be, if you don't already know what area of your life is sort of like out of whack and you need to sort of find a better flow, a better balance. And then Ace of Pentacles. So aces in the tarot, I feel like they're like gifts. Okay, they're almost like gifts from the divine or gifts from the heavens. And pentacles, again, being the suit of earth, they are, you know, in older tarot decks, it wasn't called the suit of pentacles, it was called the suit of coins, because it referred to like actual money, resources, things like that. And so in the Ace of Pentacles, it's like we are receiving something here. You are receiving a gift of some kind. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is connected to this angel, if it is connected to Temperance. perhaps even as almost a reward for doing this work. But sometimes this gift can be monetary, sometimes not. It can be in the form of an offer, an opportunity, something. But I feel like you have this gift here. And let me pull an oracle card for you. Again, being a general message, take it however it applies for you. But let's see what the oracle has to say for you. Hold on, we just want one. Hold on. Okay, so we are getting protect your ecosystem. So, with the Hermit and with Temperance too, I feel like you're really being asked to like slow down here a little bit and exercise a little bit more mindfulness, exercise a little bit more self-care. I mean, I know that self-care is such like this buzzword that we have right now, but that's what protect your ecosystem is all about. Okay. So, maybe I'm hearing quiet. I'm hearing slow down. I'm hearing be open to receiving. Okay. And I'm hearing that you do have guidance here. So you need to quiet down enough to hear it. Okay. All right. I'll stop there. I hope that was helpful.
All right, Lena, I got quite a few things for you. And I'm not sure too if this dog you're trying to connect to is crossed over, and that takes an extreme. I almost have to like tap into a different plane of existence, for lack of a better cliche. So if you could just clarify too if they're crossed over, because it might help me shift a little bit. If not, I could even read your pet if they're still alive. Okay. But it's interesting because I pulled some similar cards to the two of them. So I did pull Temperance first and foremost, which is what Tracy got also. And I did pull the Emperor in reverse right after second, which I believe that was the second card you also pulled. And then Six of Swords here too. But I want to start especially with the Oracle card like Dawn. And a lot of it goes with what Tracy was saying too. I keep getting to that you're almost like in a dark night of the soul, or there's things you have to focus on. And I'm hearing even, and I don't like to get into this with like public stuff too, but like health wise and stuff too. Like there's some things you have to pay attention to going on with your body. Whether it's like, diet or exercise or doing something, because I don't know if you even get like seasonal depression this time of year, or like the winter's like really hard on you, or just even this winter on your mental health and even physical health. But I feel like there's a lot of healing that's happening right now. But the positive side to the Dawn card is like the sun will come, it will rise. So I feel like January, February, March is when you're going to come out of this. When you're going to come out of this funk. So that's why I kind of want you to. And it's hard with like the holidays in this time of year because they think it's like, we just want to stuff our faces and do whatever. But there's something too about maybe like a food sensitivity, or like, Megan mentioned it was gluten before. Like maybe there might be something that's keeping you sluggish or down that's like kind of that could be balanced out. And not that it's a cure all end all, but there's something you have to pay attention to. So I would even like keep a log of like the things you're eating and how you're feeling and how it's affecting you. And I don't see anything like too dramatic or crazy, but just something that's, again, keeping you sluggish and like down. Okay. And it might help a little bit with like your energy levels and helping you feel better getting through this. I keep hearing again, dark night of the soul, but you'll come out on the other side. Okay. With Temperance here too, just riding out the waves, riding out this like almost like little bit beginning of a storm that you're going through. Okay. I feel like when people tell me in a reading to like have patience, like things will unfold as you want. I want to like cut their throats. Not that violent.
Straight low growl, just low growl.
But I'm hearing too, you have to be like patient for some of the things you're waiting for, especially with the Emperor in reverse. I don't know too if there's like a male figure you're seeking to have in your life, or somebody that's just out of reach, or somebody maybe you're pouring a lot of energy or even thoughts into somebody if they're not already there in your life, like wanting to manifest that and bring that in. That's why I'm calling for you to like really focus a lot on yourself. Again, things I want to like choke people out when they tell me in readings, but sometimes when you invest in yourself and your health and everything else, everything gets drawn to you. Okay. And that exists a lot in like magic and spirituality for a reason. If you give yourself self-love and take care of yourself, the universe or spirit responds. Okay. So there's something with that too, like you're neglecting something with yourself because you're looking for what you don't have. And sometimes that can create a lot of anxiety and this feeling like you're not in control. And we all have it. We're all human. We want that, or we want companionship or whatever, but try to look at like the blessings you do have and try to focus on that. And I think what you're looking for will come. Because sometimes we're blocked too from having certain partners or people in our life for a reason. And
I'm just looking
I
at
just
you.
felt a dagger get thrown at me. Sorry, Lena, but I might be reading this one also with you. But just try not to get too distracted on the things that you want. Okay, because when you do that, you're pouring out your energy. You're again pouring from an empty cup, and you don't have a lot. Okay, so try to, like, when you start to like spiral, just try to, like, take a breath, take a minute, and be thankful and for all the things you are blessed with. And I really want you to take a moment and appreciate those, because you're bringing it back into yourself. Okay, it's really hard to control our thoughts. We're human. We have racing thoughts, depressive states, anxious states, but it's really important to, like, catch yourself when you're in that moment. Take a breath and look within. Okay, and that's what I'm kind of seeing for you. As for the dog, yeah, crossed over. I was getting the feeling because I was getting pulled with your dog.
But
I'm
she
reading
was
your
asking
comment.
about the baby that's with her. Snore.
Interesting. So I do feel like the one that's crossed over is around, and you will hear me saying that to anybody else who asks about their pet usually in this, because I feel like they hang around for a bit. Animals, I feel like, are a little different than humans. They energetically hang around because they hold healing space for us. They are almost like filters for energy. Okay. And when they cross over, I feel like sometimes they're, like, tied to in spirit to keep this up. Okay. The one that's here, I don't know if there's something about giving her better dog food. And I don't know if that's a complaint on their end or that's, like, a health thing, because sometimes it's like a telepath thing where they're just like, I don't like this, or I'm weird with this dog food, even if they're eating it. I don't know if they're having, like, digestive stuff with that, where, like, they have a sensitive stomach, I'll put it that way, and sensitive skin. But make sure you're giving them food and, like, enough protein to maintain that. Okay. I don't know if they don't like getting their nails cut, what dog doesn't, but there's something with that too. Like, just make sure you stay on top of that. And if you need a professional to do it, have a professional do it and give them, we do have anxiety meds for dogs also, because there's something about that too with like really, really, really not liking, like, the nails. Okay. And I don't know if they're getting too long and you're debating what to do with that, but if you can't do it, or if you think somebody who's, like, a pro at it should do it, go ahead and seek help with that to get her, like, maintained. Okay. I don't know. She seems like a little in a daze too, this dog.
They're so connected. That's why.
Yeah, it's hard, like, sometimes to differentiate the energy between when you have, like, a tight bond like that. And I go back to energy filtration with the dog. Dogs and cats are, like, really good at doing that, and they have, like, different skill sets with that, but dogs sometimes absorb the energy. So make sure you cleanse the dog. And with that, it could be as easy as just going over them with some sort of, like, holy water or blessed water. I like to keep certain charms and tags on their collar and stuff too that I refresh often. You can do Saint Martin de Porres is my personal favorite. He is a patron saint of veterinarians. He has actually saved the life of some of my dogs in the past. And even somebody recently that's here at the Borland house also, I told her to call upon, and her dog also has very much improved in health. So Saint Martin de Porres. If you forget, feel free to message me on Instagram or whatever platform you're on, and I'll spell it out for you. St. Francis is great too, but I tend to lean on Saint Martin de Porres. And if Hecate also. That's why we're here. So if whatever you're drawn to, because I don't like to push certain religions or whatever on people, whatever you're drawn to for protection for that, just call on, like, a higher power to protect them. Okay. Because I feel like they're really, like, absorbing a lot of the stress in your own health stuff that might be going on. And we don't want them to, like, absorb all of our energy and then not be able to filter it out. Okay. Yeah. So we've got to help them in return. Okay. And that is what I got for you. I hope that resonated, Lena.
All right. So
we also have Shauna on the list too.
Yeah.
Did you guys see it was from Cicada Purr, something about Jasper's something?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So Cicada put in an all 3 reading for Jasper, not them. Cicada, just let me know where you put your donation so we know. So Jasper's question, will my future plan for a jazz bar go well? Is it the right direction? So.
I love that idea. Oh my God.
Right?
Jazz bar?
Like a fucking speakeasy.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
Read that to me one more time. I feel like Tracy should lead this one. I keep getting I feel like all the energy just rushed to you. If you're ready.
Bare naked traveler. I'm guessing that's you, Jasper.
I saw it. It happened to just catch my eye here, but who is Jasper? Who's asking?
So Jasper is Cicada's sister.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Okay.
I believe. I might be
that's why I was confused. who's the you know what I mean?
Or your partner? I'm not sure.
I got Cicada. She's good.
Yeah.
They're good.
But whoever Cicada
so
is,
the question once again is Jasper's question: will my future plan for the jazz bar go well? Is it the right direction? Jasper is your sister. Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay, Jasper. I was like, wait a minute, who's who here?
So Trace, you're gonna hit this off, yeah?
All right, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Can I just say really quickly, because I feel like I have to, and I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna give it right back to you, Tracy.
No, go for it.
I just got really quickly, and I felt like I don't know if you're doing this in honor of somebody, this jazz bar, or if you're planning on putting something up, like a picture of them or something. But there's blessings coming from a certain spirit, or an honor to them when you open this. And I'm gonna hand it over to Tracy.
Okay. Well, no, it's funny that you say that, because one of the cards that I got is the Three of Swords. But I didn't get, so normally the Three of Swords is a card of heartache and heartbreak and loss and grief. But I didn't get that in the sense of that, meaning that the plan for the jazz bar was going to end in heartache and grief. My sense with this Three of Swords is that there's a foundation almost of grief here. Is it, yes, would it be in remembrance or memorial of someone, or is there some connection there with somebody who's passed on? Because this particular Three of Swords, the heart has a piece of hair in it, and there was, Victorians had, this is a very Victorian tarot deck, and Victorians had some interest, very macabre customs, and they would carry locks of hair from their deceased. So this particular Three of Swords for me is grief from the past. So yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing, if there was some connection there. But will your future plan for the jazz bar go well? Is it the right direction? I'm getting a little bit of a mixed message here, I will be honest. So I'm seeing the Page of Wands, and so pages are the youngest of the court cards, and they are the most immature, or they're kind of just starting out. In fact, sometimes they can represent children or young adults, but it's very new energy. Pages are new energy. They are all students of their suit. And Wands being the suit of fire, that's the suit of our drive, what motivates us, what our creativity, our sexuality, what, our spark. And it's also how we concentrate and direct our energy. But being the page, it's we're learning that. Usually the Page of Wands shows up as someone who's very enthusiastic, and somebody who is just raring to go, and has all the passion for whatever the endeavor is, right? So I feel like there's a lot of motivation here, a lot of drive, a lot of passion. But we also have the Seven of Wands, which I feel like you're coming up against. I feel like you're coming up against some resistance here when it comes to this jazz bar, and I'm speaking for, I guess, in terms of for Jasper. There's some resistance here. The Seven of Wands is a card of defense. It's having to stand up for oneself, or having to fight for oneself. There's all these people kind of coming at you with different issues, different problems, different whatever the case, and it's having to really dig your heels in, dig your feet in. And so I feel like there's a lot of passion for it, but I feel like you're gonna have to really fight for it almost, so that's not to say that it's the wrong direction, or that it won't go well. I just feel like it's gonna be a labor of love, but I feel like I feel like the love is really there. I feel like the foundation of this is even if it's there is some sort of, this is based on grief, or mourning someone, or it's connected in that way somehow. It feels like there's so much love in this, so much love. Let me pull an oracle card for you as well. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's the wrong path or anything, but just be prepared for, some resistance there. Hold on, sorry.
Explosion.
hold on. Sorry. We're gonna do that one more time. That was a little bit crazy. Let's see. I like these oracle cards. I kind of like for, advice or guidance as you oh wow, look at that. So we did get haunted by ghosts.
Boy.
Mm-hmm. Came through very.
So once again, what's going on? Was there a jazz musician in the family? Like, who is this about? Like, who is connected to this? And then, ironically enough, we also got what a time to be alive.
Aye.
I mean, the advice there is like,
Mm.
I hate it sounds so stupid, but it's like follow your dreams, you know. Like, like it's saying like you're a lot, like you only get one shot at this. Like haunted by ghosts, it's almost like this ghost is like saying like you are alive, you are here, like live, do, be. And that is so exemplified in the Page of Wands, who is just like, fuck it, like let's do it and ask questions later, like, but that's not probably the best advice, but yeah, this is, it might be hard, but that's life, right? I say go for it. that's
that
my
song by
2
Frank
cents.
Sinatra. That's life.
That's
life.
It's such a good one.
So that's my bit. That's my piece.
Cool.
I've said my piece. I hope that helped.
Yeah, you're Jonesing.
I
Let's go.
have to. I mean, my message is a little different. So
Okay.
same vein.
Oh,
Same vein.
dual and tarot card
Same
readers.
Same vein. All right, Jasper, I know I've met you a couple times, and I know you've seen me in ritual, but you know that I'm very straightforward, very direct, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, I really do feel like, kind of bouncing off or piggybacking off of what Tracy said with the ghosts, like the haunting ghosts. I do feel like this spirit is very loving, but I feel like whoever they are is a little bit controlling, and they actually want you to live for them. I do feel like that there needs to be a breakthrough in what is your dream, rather you taking your energy and living for someone else. And I do feel like the same thing with Tracy about like following your dreams, but what are your dreams? Or are you living by somebody else's roles that are putting on you? Are you being interjected with dreams that were failed by them, and that now you have to carry them on? I think the biggest thing for you right now is kind of reflecting, pulling your energy back, and asking yourself, what do I want? Like my father asked me that years ago, and that's how I've found my compass. Whenever I get into these spaces, it's okay, well, what do I want? And it's a simple question, but sometimes it's very hard to answer because we have all these other things that are put upon us or expected of us, but also there's a point of like that we allow those things to be put upon us. And you're also at that age where you're crossing over from adolescence to almost young adulthood now, that it's just like, okay, once again, I need to build myself. So what does that look like? Who does she look like now that I have all this information so far, that there's going to be more information that you're going to be given? I do feel like there are some relationships that you have with living or non-living, connected or not connected, that need to be reviewed on how they actually impact your psyche, impact your thinking, impact your contract making, and impact how you show up for yourself and how you speak for yourself. There's, I know that you asked, like, is this the right direction? I think it's the right direction if you want it. But you need to ask yourself, do you want it? It is beautiful to do something out of the love of your heart. But when we lose ourselves within our own heart, that's when things can crumble, and that there's no foundation for you to actually build upon your particular life. I'm also being told, like, to bring back some of your things. That there are some other intentions that I see here for you that are not better per se, but they are more in line with who you are. And I feel like there needs to be more exploring those things. And the overall card here is I had the Four of Wands inverted. So it's just like, what are your foundational pillars? In particular, when this comes up in this kind of a reading, I always think about our security, right? Our spiritual security, our mental security, our emotional security, our physical security. Where are those things? Are they planted? And I feel like that you're building them, not so much that they're planted. So it's about making sure that the dreams that you do follow, the energy that you do follow, the inspiration that you do follow is something that is really integrated into you, that is not something that has been handed into you or forcibly woven into you. And I pulled an oracle card because everybody else is pulling an oracle card. It's not really an oracle card, it's Major Arcana. And look at this big ass beautiful baby. It's dragon, and it's for balance, it's for temperance. And I feel like it's very telling because, like, it's the scales, right? Like, you need to make sure that you are pulling yourself enough into this as much as you pull other people into this, and that you need to be the middle pillar for those skills. That, you know, this is your life, to live your life accordingly. And that might take you some time to understand, you know, so take some time to reflect. Is this really what you want? Then yeah, then I would say let's get better partnerships. Let's get better people that can actually, you know, fund or help you find the space, help you find the place. But also don't be mad at yourself if this want changes. So, and I do feel like if you really do want it, I know this is going to sound really crazy, but you're 40s. I know that you're very young now, but I do feel like this would be more in your 40s. So I hope that is helpful.
And that's me.
It's me, Nicole.
So what's interesting is, and this is the Libra in me, that's like, let me balance what both of you said, because I got kind of both what you were saying, but I'm going to translate it differently. So not necessarily contradicting anything they said, because I think both are, it's just crazy because I pulled also, again, similar cards, especially with Ten of, did you pull Ten of Pentacles or Wands? Did you pull Pentacles in reverse?
Pentacles, yes.
Yeah. So I pulled that, but it's upright. So I kept getting to, this could also be like a past life calling.
Mm-hmm.
And not necessarily jazz, but music, because I keep hearing music with you as a music lover. And I keep getting like a past life as like a musician. Okay. There's something here too about stop smoking. So if you're not smoking, this could be the spirit that came through who was a heavy smoker. Okay. That could have been like a cause for their passing. So I feel like this whole thing is, yes, an honor somebody, but it's also like a past life calling. So it's kind of like all these things that are coming together. But remember, slow and steady wins the race. So I kept hearing 7 years, 7 years, 7 years, but I do agree with Megan where I think this is going to happen in your late 30s or your 40s. Okay, but 7 years is kind of like you planning and like really starting to almost like get the education that you need to like really make this happen and successful. Because if you rush into this, it's you know, the restaurant, I grew up in the restaurant industry, in the bar industry, and it does take a long time for you to see any sort of money. So they say to make sure you have like 7 or 8 years of like reserves, because that's only when you start to make it your money back. And they say most restaurants, I think it's like 90% of them don't make it past 5 years. So and I think you can pull it off, because I pulled 10 of Pentacles for you, but it's when you're older. So it's like, again, slow and steady wins the race. Build the education, build the funds. If you're looking for people to help finance you, because I feel like you're going to have like partners who want to help finance certain things, where you take care of like one aspect and maybe they take care of another. Okay, like playing on strengths. Okay. Let's see. No rush. This spirit that crossed over, I don't necessarily think they're trying to control you. It might be the memory of them and feeling like you have to live up to that expectation. Even with somebody alive, I feel like too, like feeling you have to be maybe what they expect. And that's something that you're going to shed as you get older when you step into your own. Okay. Because right, I pulled like the strength card as the oracle actually was strength. So it's kind of like finding your own strength, finding your own voice, your own path. Your parents and everybody is there to guide you. The people that love you, they do have your best intentions at heart. But remember, you walk your own path, and it might differ. You know, they're going to have their advice, but remember, it's your life, you live it. Okay, so you can always take their advice, but make sure that you are listening to your own inner voice and what you want at the end of the day. Okay.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Hopefully that helps.
Hopefully that helps, and thank you for your donation.
Yes, the puppies. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Who do we have next?
All right, and then we have Paulina said, thank you so much. The readings were amazing, very telling, and definitely the message I needed to hear. Thank you for the reading on both my puppies.
Anytime. Thank you.
We love the paparinos. All right, well, we don't have any other questions
Shauna
here. Oh, yes, right, okay. JK Lowell.
Who's coming to us from good old England.
Oh, no shit. It's amazing. All right. Just a general message, please.
And thank you so much for your donation to cover the bag of dog food. That's amazing. Thank you, Shauna.
Oh.
So is it for all three?
Oh yeah, she bought a bag. Yeah.
Oh, she bought a bag.
Oh.
Thank you so much, darling.
Her name is a general for Shauna.
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 Yeah. It's spelled CHYNNA.
Oh, okay. General for Shauna. Okay.
Are we just are we just doing this thing where we're just gonna keep on saying
Yeah, we're
the same
all
shit?
synchronized and all this.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling. My head literally has felt like I have like a weird, since we started reading, I have like I don't know. There's just like a fuzziness
Me,
surrounding.
same. I'm like in a daze. Yeah, I think we're
It's
all
like
just hitting that vibe, you know. We're all
just in like
there.
a weird cloud or
by.
something together because it's just felt not bad but different. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what it is.
Oh,
And
that's
notice,
right,
like,
Tracy. You've never read with me.
I no, well, neither of you really. It's so fun though. This is
We've
so
done this
fun.
before.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, we just do it hanging out. We're like,
yeah, we're like, oh yeah, so like I see this for you. We're like, oh yeah, and there's like this too.
No, this is
Same
so
feeling
fun.
that I got when we went hunting.
Oh yeah, we did go hunting.
Right? I like the same feeling.
Yeah.
Not for
It's-
men
no,
ghosts, guys. Okay.
What's
So I'm
that?
gonna let Tracy. Do you want to lead this one too? I know Shauna very well, so I'm just gonna go last again. I'm gonna let you guys lead it.
Yeah, I can do. So wait, you said it was sorry, a general, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's say Shauna. One. Whoop.
I'm well aware. I can smell it though.
What can you smell?
The Borland House is making
It's
pies.
apple pie, and like I just want, like, you know.
Ooh,
And they're taking orders for Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Another plug.
and they're lovely, and it
Oh
smells
my
good, and it
goodness.
feels good.
Okay, sorry. I'm just debating if I want to.
You
Okay.
want Megan to go first? I'll let
No,
you
no.
two decide.
No, I was debating on if I wanted to pull one more card, and I did. So, okay. All right, Shauna. I'm saying that right, Shauna?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, she's taking
So-
a drink.
I always said it's.
We all taking drinks.
I have, well, if you've known, I have like three
Oh
different.
yeah, you have to.
It's just, yeah.
You have to.
And let's see, I will plan or okay, Shauna. So I always say with the general, this could be about any area of your life. So take it as it resonates. But the first card up was the Two of Pentacles. Then I got the Four of Swords, and then we got the Moon. Usually I would talk about the major arcana, the Moon first, but anyway, the Two of Pentacles. This I sometimes call the card of adulting. It's a card of responsibility and a card of prioritization and a card of like juggling the various pieces of our life. Pentacles are like sometimes I call the suit of pentacles like the meat and potatoes of the tarot because like the other suits like are so abstract, like cups or feelings and swords or thoughts, but like pentacles are like your job, like your physical body, your money. So usually like the Two of Pentacles is when you're sort of like juggling two or more areas of your life, like work and home or school and kids and da 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 da. And it's like you're trying to find, it's a two, right? And twos are always about balance, choice, duality. And so in the Two of Pentacles, it's like we're finding this flow. That's why we see the infinity symbol in the Two of Pentacles. It's because it's like we're finding our sea legs, like we're finding our ability to sort of manage all of these parts of our life and find some sort of so some sort of solid footing there. Again, it's pentacles, it's earth, so it's all about there's something solid and stable that's needed here. So it's like trying to find this sort of balance and managing your tasks. Now the Four of Swords, here's the thing though, you may be trying to juggle too much, you may be trying to multitask too much, you may be trying to fucking do too much, because the Four of Swords is the card of rest. It's a card of recuperation. I love how it's depicted in this deck as like these little chickadees or whatever they are, like in their little nest here. It's laying down your sword and taking a break. So it's the Four of Swords is usually depicted as like some sort of like hibernation or something like that. But there's this real need to take care of yourself here. In the traditional tarot, it's here it's these cute little chicks, but in the traditional tarot, like in the Rider-Waite, it features a knight and then or a warrior, whatever he is, and he's like laid to rest in a tomb essentially. And my understanding of the story of that is that like in medieval times, the knights or whoever, the warriors, they would go out to battle, and in their absence their tombs would be built so that if they came back unalive, they could be laid to rest in their tombs. But if they came back alive, like if they didn't die in battle, they would come and use their tombs to actually rest in, for like quiet
Can
and
we bring that back?
Yeah.
seclusion or what. So that's kind of the idea, is like rest after battle. So there's that, right? And then we have this moon card. So I feel like that might have to do with with why this rest and recuperation is needed. But the moon card can go a few different ways, especially like being a general. So the moon card is about what's hidden. Sometimes I like to describe the moon as like think of like a werewolf. Like it's about a facade being revealed. It's about something in the dark coming to light, because the moon, of course, is a luminary. And like in a werewolf, right? It looks like a human being, but in the light of the full moon, the werewolf's true form is revealed. So typically in the moon, something is being revealed here. Now, because it is the moon, it is also related to cycles, right? Particularly the menstrual cycle. So like if you are somebody who menstruates, sometimes the moon can indicate issues with hormones or menstrual cycle. The moon can also indicate issues with mental health, right? Because we do get the word moon from Luna. It's where we get the word lunatic from. And, we all joke about, oh, it's the full moon, the crazy's coming out. I mean, there is science to back that up. Like the moon does affect us. The moon pulls the tides, and water does symbolize like our emotions in our emotional realm, but the moon does literally affect our moods and our emotions. And as women, it literally affects our physical reproductive cycles. So there might be something going on there when it comes to this need for like rest and recuperation, and this need to like better balance the areas of your life. And like you might be giving too much time to one thing, and maybe you're not giving enough time to like working out or taking care of your, I don't know, whatever the case may be. But so that's kind of what's the moon also, by the way, when I say it can be related to mental health and emotion, and it's about that which is hidden. Sometimes this can relate to repressed or oppressed emotions that we have, that we've kind of buried down, coming to the surface to be revealed, to be dealt with. So again, that's where mental health issues can come in here. Let's pull you an oracle card. But yeah, I feel like maybe you've been having a bit of a time here, and your body, I very much feel like your physical body and your mind too, there's a very intimate connection, of course, the body mind somatic connection. So that's something to take into consideration. Let's see what the oracle says real quick for advice. And once again, Four of Swords, it's like this is the time where we're not supposed to be constantly going and doing. Like we live in this like hustle culture of like doing more and more and more. And it's like we're trying to maintain like homes and families and full-time jobs and this and that and the third. And it's like we need to there needs to be better prioritization here. And I do suspect that means you need to start prioritizing maybe your own needs a little bit more. I feel like that's probably where some of the discrepancy is, but let's see what the oracle says, and then I'll shut up. Okay, so we are getting be your own daddy. So this is one of my favorite cards in this deck, be your own daddy. And listen, this is about taking care of yourself and like not expecting or looking or waiting for somebody else to meet your needs. All right, whether they be financial, whether they be emotional, whether they be physical, whatever they are. This is about learning to do those things for yourself. Like in the Two of Pentacles, like we're managing the things of our everyday life, right? Like you don't need someone to like come and change your tire or like change your fucking light bulb. Like you can be your own daddy. You don't need somebody to like give you physical pleasure. Like there are, you know what I mean? You can be your own daddy. So if you're waiting for somebody to like take care of you here, that person is you. Okay, so I'll shut up. I hope that helped, Shauna.
I think that was pretty on point.
That was, yeah.
So I am gonna talk about something that was like coming through. Tracy, I was listening, but I was trying to like tap into Shauna at the same time. But the biggest thing that I was brought to, Shauna, I'm not sure if you have a fireplace in your house, but I was drawn to a fireplace. So I'm not sure if that's like something that you need to put on YouTube or something when you're sleeping, to have that warmth and that hearth. But that's like what I was drawn to immediately. I was like, I want a fireplace. I want a fire. I want that warmth. I want to give that to myself. So that was the first thing that came through. So let's see. So overall general message, what do we need to know right now in order to move further? Let's check it out. Boy, absolutely. Like I said, no, I don't, but I really I really struggle in the cold. Okay.
I will say you freaked me out, and you might be tapping into me because that's what I've been going to sleep to for the last like 2 weeks straight.
Oh, the
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
fireplace.
because that's what I was like seeing. I was like, oh.
Listen, I am like addicted to the ambience videos on
Yes.
YouTube
I
that
can go to
have
sleep
like the
without
whole
it.
scene. They're beautiful.
I feel you, Shauna. I also struggle in the cold. Like, I am a cold bitch. I'm literally wearing 4 pairs of pants right now, guys. You can laugh, but whatever.
I'm the opposite.
Do you feel
I'm
cold,
from-
Em?
Yeah.
I'm freezing.
Oh my god. No, I am a fucking furnace. Like
Oh, so
I'll
you
be
should have
Alright,
been
so
here.
Tracy, come cuddle.
Yeah,
Like, let's
come
go.
cuddle.
I will keep you warm.
All right, Shauna, let's go back to you. So, what I'm feeling here is that there is a new contract that is coming through for you. I'm not really sure how you are with your spirituality or how much you believe, but I do believe in timelines. I believe in loopholes. I believe in contracts. We all come here with certain contracts, certain things that we need to fulfill. And I do believe that you're at this point in your life where you're getting a chance to have a loophole, as I call it. So that means like you're going to be at this crossroads and you're going to have a choice. And the choice is either we can keep neglecting ourselves and keep on going the same way that we're going and avoid the things that are coming up and putting them underneath the rug as we trip over them, or the healthier way. We can actually look at those things when they come up. The biggest thing that I'm hearing is that you are, oh baby, I don't know you, but I want to give you a hug. That like you feel like you're not allowed to take up space and that you're always constantly trying to earn your way by giving to others, to being there for others, for showing up for others. And that like this really goes down back to the maternal space that you did not have, that you are literally trying to be the love that you did not receive to everyone, but you have to give that to yourself first. And this is also the reason why we have like, I'm not sure if you have PCOS, but it feels like you definitely have uterine issues. Like you're definitely picking it up, Tracy too. I feel that. I also feel like sometimes we get so sick that we can't even leave. I also do feel like this is connected to the kidneys as well, which is also pinpointing your fear. Calling Archangel Michael to cut you through that. I am also being shown underneath your couch. So I'm not sure if we need to clear that out or that we have like memories or photo boxes or something there. And I feel like we need to clear some things out. You need to burn it. Like that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing fire. You need purification. You are so afraid of your own power because you were trained to feel that way, that you are afraid that once you do actually tap into that righteous rage, you're going to lose control. I will tell you that because you are so informed of yourself, you will not lose control. It's just about finding a way to actually place it so that you can harness the creation that comes from that destruction. You are also being asked to really move out of the position that you are in work right now. I know that you can't right now, and that's fine, but I want you to make a plan. I want you to make a plan so that about 6 to 8 months from now that you're not in the space that you're in, because it is draining you mentally and spiritually to the point where you're feeling it in your hands and they go numb because it's taking away from your heart space. So we need to bring that back. We need to balance that. There's also points of your little Shauna that's coming through. I'm not sure if you deal with the public or if you deal with kids, but I feel like there is I'm sorry to do this in the public setting, but there's grief here that we don't have kids. There's grief that we did not have that choice, that we weren't allowed to have that choice. And I feel like you need to give yourself a little bit of love for that, and that, not so much judgment or shame because of it, because that does not define you as a woman. What defines you as a woman is what you make your definition as. So you need to bring that power back to yourself. And I also do feel like that there is a merging of the alchemical powers in you, and that I'm feeling you more as a liminal space than a divine masculine or a divine feminine. You feel very similar to me. So that also means that like the dreams that you have, the premonitions that you have, the shit that your mother told you weren't experiencing, it is all true. You are a portal like I am, and that you've shut that down. That's why the back of your neck hurts. That's why your back hurts. So we need to like find a way for you to purify. Once again, I'm seeing fire. So call on Archangel Michael in his red form to clear you and to be your protector, be your shield, to play off of what Tracy said, be your own daddy. Well, you know, Mikael can help you out. And that's what I'm feeling here. Like I said, 6 to 8 months, we're going to have a big balance, and that you are at this point at the loophole. Please choose yourself. We are the best investment we can ever make, and you're being called to make that investment. So I hope that helps.
God damn. I want to say
a heavy
for the
one.
record, Shauna, I did not tell them a goddamn thing about you. They don't know you. Shauna's like one of my favorite people of all time.
Okay.
She's like one of my closest friends, even though she's an ocean away. Holy shit, dude. I mean, you both got, like, even with, like, Tracy with, like, the menstrual stuff, like, and I was picking up on very similar things. And it's weird you bring up the pregnancy stuff, because I was getting, like, considering wanting it, and, like, when can I have it, or can I have it? And, like, and just, like, this anxiety bubble of not necessarily even a certain question about it, but, like, and, you know, all people with female parts or women who want to have, like, come to that question, like, when can I, like, the time frame angst and anxiety is coming, and I did get angst that came through.
All right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say one thing, and then I promise I'll shut up.
No, go ahead.
Just because as you were saying that, I'm looking at her cards, and I just realized also that the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 ovaries, the 4 of Swords, rest, recuperation, and the Moon can also, those 3 really together, I feel like can also indicate miscarriage or issues with, like, miscarrying, and again, so just to reiterate I feel like the uterine stuff is a big deal here.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
And I don't even think it's necessarily anything maybe now, but I think the questions and the fears are what, like, all of us are picking up on. So just to tell you that, like, Shauna, because it's just like, I almost feel like we're picking up, you know, because sometimes we create almost like, you know, egregores or tulpas, they call them, with our own thoughts. And I think sometimes as readers, and obviously feel free to debate or disagree with, sometimes I feel like we almost tap into that tulpa or egregore that's created. And sometimes it's not physically there or actually there yet, but because you think about it so much and you put this energy and this emotion behind it, it creates something for us to tap into. So I feel like we're almost like collectively tapping into, yes, the health concern or concerns, but like what you're worrying about with the future with this. And even when it comes to like partners and timing and stuff too. I pulled the influence card, and I think, you know, Shauna, obviously I know a lot about you, but like the mother card and everything, and I don't want to air your business, but like the disconnection from your mother recently and stuff too. So I think a lot of that overshadows a lot of this purging you're trying to do, because actually you are purging, and it might feel like you're taking 10 steps backwards, but really you're trying to purge all of this like trauma that's just been embedded in you across the board. And I feel like it's just like constant triggers, and I feel like you think you're not making any progress, but this is unfortunately part of making progress. And it's weird to say progress too, and she picked up on fire, because I forgot when I was tapping into it, I did write light, and I circled it right away, and I was hearing Lucia Progresso, which in Italian we say is light and progress to spirit. When Tracy was tapping into you, I heard light, light, light. So, and I forgot I even wrote that. So it's weird that you bring in fire. And I think it's even giving light to spirit, or even working with San Miguel, St. Michael, which I think, Shauna, we've talked about extensively, even him specifically. So it's taking this, and crazy you say, destruction energy. When you got like literally every little thing that I know about her, like even the destruction energy, because she even knows what that means to her spiritually. Taking that and learning to transmute it, and you're actually doing it. Yeah. And you might think you're not doing it, but you're doing it. This whole like storm within you, and this like, oh, I'm getting like chills. And even when Tracy was reading you, Meg and I had this collective, we were trying to ground and even like cleanse, because I felt your anxiety even with us tapping into, afraid about what we're going to say, which I know that I
had to pick up my
obsidian. Yeah, we both were like grabbing stuff because we felt your fear. And this again is all like part of it, because I think you're just like, and I'm going to start crying because I love you so much, but like one more, I can't hear any more bad news. Like that's what I'm getting. And my heart breaks for you, because you're like such like a good person. And I think once we learn, and I say we because obviously, you know, I help you in any way I can, like to transmute this, but it's a process, okay? So I don't want you to get caught up in the negative thinking. Try to catch yourself and learn to, like, again, turn that into something else, whether it's success, whether it's love, self-love, anything. You can turn that into something that can be fed back into yourself, okay? Or to your future. All right, so I don't want you to get hung up on, because I kind of feel it, the heaviness, okay? Try your best to focus on the light. Warm yourself, physically, spiritually, mentally, things that give you light. And if you have to give light to spirit, because you are such a giver, 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 giver. If you need to give it to a spirit, an ancestor, a goddess, whatever you resonate to, ask for them to return the light back like tenfold. Like use it, recycle it, and transmute it back to you. Okay. But I feel like you almost have to lean on like a higher source, even if it's your higher self, which might even be better. And ask it to be returned back to you to help like, and I got the word nourish also.
I was thinking food.
Was strong. I wrote
saying
nourish.
food
Yeah.
like
And I was
cooking
getting
and shit.
nauseous, which I think was your fear and anxiety also. But there's something about you needing to nourish yourself. And yes, food, but everything nourish, bringing that light back into yourself. Okay. Nourish yourself. So that is what I got for you. Let me pull an oracle card. I feel like we like hit you really hard there. I pulled stability. So it's finding stability with yourself and finding stability in life. And it's not going to come from anything external, which is something you have to learn. It has to come from within. Okay. I know you've been through the ringer, but this sounds like really dark and coming from cynical me. You can't like rely on other people when it comes to that source and getting that light. You have to create it within yourself. Okay. So it's breaking that pattern of needing to feel accepted or nourished by others. You have to find a way to nourish yourself. Okay.
And sometimes that's as easy. That's easy enough of like just remembering you're human. Because like I know that I'm going through that right now myself. You know, and I think that's probably why I pulled in so much of like what you're going through, Shauna. And plus I work with Hecate and she's kicking my ass right now about these things, is that, you know, I'm taking the time to really concentrate on being human, right? And that's doing my fucking wash. That's doing the laundry, putting it away. That's fucking going grocery shopping. That's, you know, going out, having a good time, but also knowing when to leave. You know, it's doing the human experience and not so much intellectualizing everything I'm experiencing and being grounded in the moments that we have, right? We're only here for a finite time. And I think also the biggest thing for you is that it doesn't always have to be heavy. And that when you get into these spaces, I know for me, the mantra that I use is I deserve ease and grace. Every time you go into a situation, I deserve ease and grace. You know, saying it 3 times and say it until you fucking believe it. And it's going to take some time. You know, I don't believe in fake it till you make it. I believe in believing it as you become it. And I feel like that's really going to help you. Once again, that fire, I keep on seeing you with fire. And it's interesting because like I see the orange fire, but then I see the blue fire, and then I see the violet fire.
Transformation.
Yes. And I really feel like San Miguel, absolutely, Archangel Michael, whatever, it's the same thing to me. But I feel like that is really going to help you. And I feel like, this is going to sound really, really silly, but I think that you need to start watching some videos with swords. There's something with swords here for you.
Game of Thrones, you mean?
I mean,
Or sword fight? She should
Like
learn
Kill
the
Bill?
fencing.
like honestly, like
When
that's
you
what I'm
when
seeing.
you said that
That's
when
what
you
I'm
said that I was
seeing.
hearing like Kill Bill.
Yeah, like I'm
something
not.
with like a heavy. But this was, you know, I feel like this resonated so much for me too, which is I guess with the tapping into it. But like what you mentioned, like, and for myself too, like with the adulting and the be your own daddy, and like what Nicole said about like having to like it's like especially if you're someone who like wasn't really parented as a child, and like and now you're having to learn how to like be the parent for yourself that you never had.
Like check your credit score, pay your bills, like
with that means like doing your laundry, paying your bills, like be your own daddy, like learning to change your own tire, learning that you need to get 8 hours of sleep, and you need to like have your 4 food groups, and like you need to rest, and you need to like be your own fucking mom and dad. Like you need to learn to do that again.
Yes.
And this is so true for me too, that this has been a journey for me too. So Shauna, I think we're all right there with you.
We're all together, baby.
On this one.
We're all together.
Yeah. For real.
Damn.
Well, it is 3:00.
Yes.
Yeah. And I
Thank you,
have
my
to go to
dearest.
Girl Scouts.
Thank you, my dearest loves.
Thank you guys.
For
Thank you,
joining
Shauna.
us.
What a heavy but beautiful note to leave us off on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
God, you gave us a lot to think about even when we end this. But
cry about it.
thank you. We're gonna cry and hug.
I know.
You know.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for
We love you,
putting all of
Shauna.
this together. This was amazing. I had the best time. I love you guys so much. And I love that this was such an amazing idea, and you put so much work into making it happen. And I'm just so thank you so much. And this is so cool. And I mean, amazing. Just yes, thank you.
No, I'm just honored.
Thank you,
guys.
Megan.
I just honored you guys wanted to join me, and I wish I thought of this earlier because I would have promoted it earlier. But I literally had an idea, and I texted Megan, and I was like, "Yo,
And I was like,
what
yeah.
do you want to do this?" And she was like, "Hell yeah!" And I was like, "Cool," because I just got like this random like message. I was watching stuff with Hecate, and then it just like came to me, you know. So
And then
would
I
love
just
to-
invited myself.
yeah, and then you, which I was like, "Oh my god, like,
Right?
holy shit!" Like, and I
No,
was like,
yeah.
"Megan, what do you think?" And she was like, "Yes, I'm honored," and I was like, "I'm honored too." So thank you guys so much for being part of it, and we definitely want to do this again. And hopefully I'll have more than a few days to promote and
But
think
you
of it.
still did a
Yeah,
banger
it's
job,
yeah,
dude.
and I feel
Yeah.
like people who came to get
Awesome.
readings were meant to get readings, and
Yes.
even us just like collaborating, like what an
Yeah.
experience. So, but yeah, things in the future I definitely want to do. If you guys are down, obviously,
Yeah.
more than welcome.
Just
So
not
this was
maybe
fun.
maybe not during Mercury retrograde.
No, no.
You see, but I like it.
She
will.
loves the chaos. I like
Are you
chaos
Mercury
for a
ruled?
certain.
Are you
too
Mercury
much.
ruled?
Am
Are you-
I? No, I'm Saturnian ruled.
Oh, okay. Well, close enough.
It's there. There's a vibe. There's a vibe.
I am
So-
my own daddy.
You are your own daddy. By the way, what is that Oracle card deck? Though that was like hilarious. The juice one. We were being totally immature every time you pulled a
I was
card.
like,
I
So-
like juice.
No,
Is it
these
viscous?
are
What
my
does it
favorite.
taste like?
These are my favorite Oracle decks. I work with them every day. Whoops. They're sister decks. They're by the same person. This one, the first one is called Postcards for the Liminal Space. This one came out first. Then Visions in the Liminal Space came out. There is going to be a third one that comes out eventually. They're by Bakara Wintner, who's like, I adore her. She's an amazing like author, tarotist, etc.
That's cool.
This one, Postcards. This one's out of print. This one you cannot get anymore.
I've heard.
But you can get Visions. You can get the second one that came out. Yeah, this one's very rare now. This one is like
Yeah.
impossible to get. But yeah, they're so cool. They're so unique. They're awesome.
They
They're a
were
lot
fun.
of
We
fun.
were being totally immature, like
Oh, yeah.
middle schoolers over here.
I was
like
a 12-year-old boy over here. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we both.
Oh, I know.
But they were
Um,
great. So, all right, thank you guys again, and have a great afternoon, everybody. And thank you to everybody, especially
Love you
who also
guys.
voted. So, thank you. Love
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.